Evening, folks. Just getting the screens in order as usual. Pardon any lag. Get this. Some weird advertisements. Don't need that right now. It's fighting with me a bit. Just a moment here. Okay, I think that's right. Just have to double check, make sure I am streaming audio. Let's see here. Suddenly can't navigate YouTube. There I am. Yep, I do have audio. Perfect. All right, great. Well, welcome back to the channel. It can't be your first time here, so smash the like button if you haven't already. And real quick, yeah, let me make sure I've got my notifications all the way up, just in case Frank does go live. He did go live today, this morning. Oh goodness, it was early. 9:38 this morning. Frank did go live up at the cabin. It must be cold up there. I mean, you can hear the wind blowing in the background and all that. But Frank was just out there kicking it with his I didn't see it at the time, but it's in the screenshot for the video. I guess the coffee mug he had has Santa Claus on it. I didn't know why he was singing Christmas songs, so that's why. And this is just up a little bit too much. There we go. That's better. All right. Sorry about that. So yeah, Frank was drinking from his Christmas coffee mug New Year's Day in October, and it was windy outside, and he seems to be okay. No blood on him, no bullet wounds. So those shots that he took, was it yesterday or the day before? Anyway, he's recovered from those. He's fine. He's up walking around. It was a lovely day out there. The sun it must be behind the cabin, because when he showed us the picture of the lake, or a shot of the lake, you could see the shadow of the cottage, and like the lake and the trees and all the lovely colors of trees this time of year out there. And there is, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but Frank mentioned it, there is a tree house out there, and he kept bringing it up over the course of the days. It's like, well, I want to see it. But then he's like, well, I'm on the Wi-Fi, and if I go out there, I won't be able to film. So I was like, oh, well. I mean, take some pictures of it. Do something. You don't have to be there live. I just want to see it. But he did not. That's okay. Maybe he'll wander over there and take some pictures. Maybe he won't wander over there and take some pictures. We'll see. I really hope he does. I want to see it. I never had a tree house growing up. I mean, we had trees to climb, but see, there were trees to climb in my neighbor's yard, and then they cut down one of them, a cherry tree, to put in a basketball court, since the boys played basketball. And it was a proper basketball, court. I mean, it was like a slab of concrete. And then, oh, what's up, Dragon Sage? How's it going? Smash the like button if you haven't already. Oh, what's up, Jenna? How you doing today? Happy New Year to you guys. Driving but listening. Cool. Yeah, safe drive. Yeah, Jenna, it's like deja vu all over again. Like, I swear I've seen you people somewhere before. Maybe online? No. It's like we were just here. But yeah, they cut down the cherry tree and put in a basketball court, which is, fine. It's their yard. They can do what they want. But then what happened, we used to climb that tree. There was a pear tree too. But then they had a giant, huge tree more in the center of the yard. And this tree must have been a couple hundred years old. It was a tall sucker. It might have been taller than the house, and it was a 2-story brick house. But I remember clearly being outside. It was the middle of winter. I'm outside playing in the backyard, just overcast, snowy day, nothing stormy about it. But then I heard a huge, like just crack, like I'd never heard before, almost like when lightning cracks and it's close. It was almost that sound. And again, middle of the day, no storm. So it's like, where did it come from? I'm looking around because my yard did not have trees. There was a giant evergreen tree that had an owl in it in my one neighbor's yard. And then in my friend's yard, that big tree. Anyway, I hear that sound. I look over to just see what's different. And like a huge limb of it just must, like the weight of the snow, the wind just cracked and kind of like the rest of the tree caught it. It didn't fall on, like there were not cars parked underneath it. It wouldn't have fallen on anybody and hurt them because the rest of the tree caught it. So it was that kind of a situation, but it was so loud. Ooh, that scared me. But as far as I know, that tree is still there. They just eventually had to go up when the weather cleared up to get the dead parts of it pulled off of there so it wouldn't blow off or something. But oh, we couldn't climb that one. It was almost like up too high. Like we just would not, we would have to get like ladders and stack stuff up it. Then we probably would have gotten in trouble. Like, get off of that tree, you kid. So we never climbed that one. Oh, Jenna, light day at work, so I got some cleaning done at home. Nice. I like those days at work. It's like, good. I'm not stressed out and achy. I can clean up the house. Plus, at the end of the week too, so you have everything clear for the weekend, so there's nothing to do. I'm big on that. If I know I have a big day coming up, I will spend the day before. I'm already thinking about the next day, which I shouldn't, but I'm like getting things set out. Like, what don't I want to have to do tomorrow? Let me do it tonight. So just like pulling out clothes I'm going to wear the next day and just any possible thing I can think of I'm going to need to pull out that's just going to save a few extra seconds. Just being prepared rather than scrambling to find stuff because I am good at forgetting to grab something I need. And then you're, halfway to the place or you get to where you got to be and looking through your purse or your backpack like, oh, Jenna, is your shirt silky or cotton? Hard to tell due to being pixely. Is that a word? Yeah, pixely is a word. It's a very thin, it does look silky. It's you know what? Let me stand up and look at the tag on the back. I'll come right back to you. It might just be some polyester. Give me a sec. What? Does it not say? Oh, here we go. Oh. Yeah, that would be it. Yeah. Nice. 100% polyester. Classy. It does have a shiny look to it. It is rather soft. It feels thin. That's why I wear it so much. I've got some other shirts, but they're I don't know if they're like I'm sure there's some kind of blend, like cotton poly blend, but oh, I bet you have Satan. How's it going? How you doing? Happy New Year. But they are thicker, and I'm trying to. I would like to appear to you guys as close to my natural state as I can. That's why the hair down. Uh, I either need to I'm trying to think of the kind of shirts I want to get. Do I go for like V-necks like Frank? I mean, V-necks look good on a lot of people. Not a white one. Like, do I go for some of those? Do I just I'm not sure what to quite look for. It does have a sheen to it. It's I wish it got along with the fabric that the bra is made out of because it does like to catch on my chest and just make it look all bumpy and lumpy and it's not a good look, but I was gonna wear my purple shirt, but then that's like a oh man, I think it's a large, and I didn't want to sit here in front of you guys underneath a tarp for 2 hours because that's just gonna it's just gonna make me look like a purple couch, basically. It's so I do want to work on that. And I was gonna wear my Deadwood shirt the other day, but the writing on it is just a little bit too bright. My eyes aren't quite there yet. Let me like try it again in a week, or maybe I'll try to wear that shirt just like around the house for a half an hour to see how my eyes feel to get rid of it. Because I do want to kind of wear that shirt when I'm reviewing Deadwood, because it's a Deadwood shirt from Deadwood. Oh, what's up, Beach Chef? How's it going? I had a buddy of mine that went out west and he came back east and he's like, I got you a shirt. And I'm thinking, oh, cool, thank you. I you didn't have to, nice. And I gave it to me and it is a small. At the time, I was not small. I was medium, large, something like that. So it's just kind of like, oh, thank you, real appreciative. Just hung it up. So I'm glad I kept it because now it fits. So I do want that. And it's brown too. I'm not sure how brown is going to turn up with the gray in the background, but we'll find out. Oh, Jen, I'll make you an iron-on. Yeah, thank you. And I do have in mind too, because I do have to go out later this month about the whole PO box thing. Since it is a new year, I do want to get that going. So that will be opened up for, like folks were saying, you buy a PO box, you get it for a year. So that would be something that'll be open for a year. And then I will just, I'll probably put it in the show's description because a lot of folks do that. If you want to send some people merch, they have their address just right up there. I'm not going to put my home address, but I'll put the P.O. box up there since I do have a birthday coming up in 100 days. Don't worry about it due to your roommate situation. Oh, no, it's fine. I was thinking, I'm like, well, what if I have to move? It's like, well, the P.O. box doesn't have to move, so that's fine. It can stay where it is, so it's cool. It can be offensive. I don't care what offends other people. Like I do have a giant black shirt. It's ooh, I think it's an extra large. Yeah, wear it around the house. But it's a giant middle finger. But it's in an art style that like it's a black shirt. The art is white, but it's a style of art where it's a bunch of teeny tiny dots. And I don't know the name of it. And I'm sure it's got a simple name that if somebody says it to me, I'll like dot art, whatever you call that. Um, Jenna, is there a local business who could take a package for you? I'm not sure. I do know that as far as Amazon goes, they have their Amazon drop-off centers. But I for a while I did have to have my packages sent to a friend's house who was a Frankly. He's out of town, but not too far. But again, that was coming from Amazon, so I would have to see if he's okay with letting Frankly send something directly to his house. But I do want to see about the PO box because it can't cost that much. I haven't even looked up prices yet. I was just gonna Amazon Locker, yeah. Because the choices for Amazon, the closest one to me, it's a place that it's roughly in the middle of town. Uh, I know the business as it has a red roof, which is kind of odd. It's a little place that has very old electronics. And the only reason I was there was my last job that I got. We had to, go through a background check. The last two jobs I've had, I had to pass a background check because it, dealt with money. But I had to get fingerprinted, so that's where I was there to do that, and had to make an appointment and walk in. Like, am I in the right place? All this old, like old typewriters, very old printers. They might have even had I don't know, 8-track players. Oh, Dusty Blue, how's it going? Jenna, yeah, that would be for Amazon stuff only, though. Yeah, yeah. Smash the like button and Happy New Year to you. Ah, year 25. So all it's gonna really do, it happened today when I set up the stream. It's like that the 2024. That's gonna confuse the hell out of me for the next 82 days. Like, wait, what? I thought we're past it, but it's so good to not be touching last year anymore. Just I'm claustrophobic. Get off of me. Ugh. Oh, I love the suspense. B Chap says for some unknown reason they closed the. Okay, here's the rest. Drop off machines at the local supermarkets. Hmm. Like for the dropping off Like say like clothing and donations drop offs. Oh. Or I'm trying to think what folks would drop off at a supermarket. I just get in and out of my store. I don't look around. Uh, I roughly know where everything is. At one point, this was not how it is now, but before they had like they got the frozen food, and then right after that they had the bread and the candy aisle. So I didn't have to walk that far because I bought bread and candy. Now they've got the bread in the same spot, and instead they've got like the teas and the coffees there. And then if you want to get the chocolate and candy and all that stuff, it's way in the back by the frozen, not frozen food, I'm sorry, but the orange juice, eggs, milk, yogurt, all that. So I guess it makes sense to keep it cold, but gotta walk all the way back here for, I guess you gotta burn off the calories before you buy chocolate, so it makes sense. But I want to look into the P.O. box thing because it's not that far. It's in the post office is roughly in the middle of town. I know right where it is. Couldn't tell you the name of the street that it's on. That's a woman thing. Women don't know, like we know how to get around town, but we don't know street names. It's I do know right across the street is I think it's called like the Job and Family Services. So that's where you go to get your like your unemployment and your food stamps. And if you're interested in adopting a child, it sounds like they do it there. Uh, yeah, I haven't been in there in a while. Not proud of it, but I was on food stamps one time. I think that was after I had the seizure and couldn't work, so it was over 10 years ago. And then I tried to get on food stamps another time when money was tight, but I wasn't obese with, 5 children that were not the same color as the last one before it. So they didn't even get, I set up an appointment. The lady did not call me, so I had to go down there. And like the area, this cubicle this lady worked in was this hot mess. Had a child named after a color, Cyan. Like that is the color blue. You named your son after a color. It's yeah, sure his dad's nowhere around for that. Bitch was like, "Oh, you want what you say? A turkey for Thanksgiving?" I'm thinking, "Fuck yeah, I'm starving, bitch." Never heard anything back from them. So, they can keep that $200. But I will say, when I was approved for that $200 in food stamps, the way it was set up, it's like an automated system. And, like, to hear your balance, press one, whatever the number was. I was pressing that button for a solid 20 minutes, lying on the bed, bawling my eyes out, crying like somebody died. I was so happy to have that money. And then it hit me, girl, go to the store. Stop crying. Go buy food. So I ran to the grocery store. Oh my God, I was so happy. So as a skinny person using food stamps for food, rather than what usually happens is either folks get food stamps and they look it, they get quite large on them, or they sell them for drugs and they're super skinny. It's like, so folks smaller than me. Beach app, they used to have the courier service machine in the side of the supermarkets. Could place the ticket number into the computer and it would release the delivery package. All good. That's a great idea. Jenna, oh, good news. I don't need a P.O. box. You did some research. Oh, thank you. Oh, when purchasing postage for eligible items, you can request to hold the package for pickup at a designated post office location. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, just I'm in Sandusky, Ohio. We only have the one post office. Can a city have more than one post office? Is that a thing? I don't know. That's first time that occurred to me. Oh, I guess OH for the acronym. Since a computer has to read those. Dusty Blue. All is okay. I can share now since downstairs bedroom in the shared duplex. Went away in France last few days. Had oh Had roommate die in their sleep. Did not want to mention it until now. Oh my God, R.I.P. Oh, what? I mean, like, were they sick? Was it like a aneurysm? I mean, you don't have to tell us if it hurts to talk about. I'm so sorry, dude. You've got to come over so I can get you high. Oh, like when? Like this week? Uh, I mean, if you do have to go, as far as that person is concerned, at least they were asleep. You just go to bed and then you wake up and there's Jesus and your dead relatives, and you're like, oh, well, I guess I don't gotta wait for my alarm clock to go off today. Damn, I'm so sorry. That sucks. Wow. Yeah. Kind of gets on to what I was gonna low key talk about today is you never know when your time is up. You don't know when you're never gonna see anybody again. You know, I'd say anything could happen. Somebody can get into an accident. They can pass in their sleep. They can, a bomb goes off. You find out your buddy was in the middle of it. So we never know when it's gonna be when our ticket's gonna be punched. So that's why we should definitely, that's a little bit of a New Year's resolution I have for this year is to appreciate people and things just a little bit more, even if it's just 15% more, because I do appreciate every single last one of you and everything you've given me and all the entertainment you've given me for, coming up on 10 years and just getting me through the worst, absolute worst, lowest parts of my life. I could not have gotten through in the last 10 years without you guys. So I do want to make sure I'm showing more appreciation. And if I can do, anything more for the Franklies, of course I will. It's, I would not have I brought it up before, my last TV that I had. That was a gift from a Frankly. I didn't ask for anything. I think just one day it was just sent like, hey, I got something coming in the mail for you, and bam, there it was. So, and, that's not the only thing. And oh my God. But again, as far as they are concerned, it that like they're in a better place, so they don't have any more worries, and it just sucks for everybody else left behind. Ugh. Oh, B Chap, yeah, Dark Simpsons YouTube channel came up on YouTube, main page recommended. So I placed don't recommend channel. Yeah, I use that don't recommend channel a lot. Like, no, thank you. Stop showing me this. Dusty Blue saying it happened while I was away. Other roommate found her. Yikes. Her parents had to come from Portugal to take belongings. So sad. Oh man. Yeah, it's one thing to travel for pleasure. It's another thing to travel for not. Oh, that's a sad trip. Okay. It happened while Dusty Blue was away. She's saying her parents had to come recently from Portugal to take belongings a week ago. So sad. Oh man. Hey, Chris, how's it going? Happy New Year. Oh, Chris, I'm glad he's here because I've been thinking about this and just forgot to get back to him about this. Because he mentioned his son lost a tooth, and then in the same week he lost another tooth. So in my head, I'm thinking it's like, oh boy, you lost a tooth. Here's son, here's a quarter, and then later in the week he loses another tooth. It's like, you know what? From now on, it's a penny a tooth. This is gonna get pricey. If you lose a third one, that is a big deal, losing teeth, though. It is kind of scary as a little kid. It's like that's a part of my body, but oh, oh wow, Dusty Blue. Yeah, she had only lived here for 5 months. Hardly knew her. R.I.P. Oh wow. Yeah, R.I.P. Definitely. Goodness. Yeah, you can tell how old I am. A quarter. I'm sure kids now get a brand new game on Steam every time they lose a tooth. My daughter got $5. Jenna said, "Holy shit, her teeth must have been huge." And then like I don't know if she did this, but I think as like I got older, it's like, well, I'm getting older now. How about like 50 cents for a tooth? Or I don't know if I try to negotiate like that, but I might have. What can I really buy with a quarter, Mom and Dad? It's the 80s, whatever that was. I don't know what age you are when you start losing teeth. Oh man. I mean, yeah, it's a hey, she got to come to the United States and hopefully have some fun here. And I mean, she got some good weather here. Chris, it cost me a bowling game at tooth. Kid's gonna be on the PBA by 8. Bowling is awesome. It might hurt me, but I do want to bowl again just because I was good at it 20 years ago. Whoa, Jenna, I kept her teeth and gave to her a few years ago. She didn't find them cool. That is cool though. Oh, I kind of would want them, but at the same time, they might freak me out, and I would just sit there like rattling them around inside of a used pill bottle. Lisa, how's it going? Happy New Year. Said, hello, folks. OMG, 41-mile-per-hour winds with gusts up to 50. Damn. This afternoon with, holy shit, 30-degree wind chill. I'm staying indoors for the rest of this blustery afternoon. I heard that. See, I was surprised. I was expecting it to be around like 18 Celsius, maybe lower. But then this is like the only really warm day this week. I think it got up to 24 Celsius, which is like 75 Fahrenheit, which is pretty much perfect. However, before I officially got up, it was just too damn cold in here. It had to be under 75, so like 74. And it was that cold. I had to turn the heat on for about an hour this morning. I couldn't take it. I didn't want to catch a cold before tonight and for tomorrow. I gotta talk. Oh, Jen Rogers, how's it going? Happy New Year. Remember to smash the like button if you haven't already. Jenna, yeah, I heard something like some teeth hold stem cells and should keep. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. There's DNA in them teeth, so don't let them fall into the wrong hands. You don't want them to make a poorly made clone of somebody, anybody. That happened on Family Guy. They kept making like a clone of a clone of a clone of a clone. If you've heard of the bitch Stewie character, that's from that episode. It's like when you continue to photocopy a thing and it gets blurry. You see that a lot in official documents and school documents. They just don't care. They just copy it off. And what did you do anything today? Anything fun? Getting anything set up for the weekend? I'm not sure what folks do in the middle of October. It's a great time for a vacation. Usually it's warmer this time of year. Did not decide to do that this year. It might surprise us. What if it gets warm the week of Halloween for if they still do trick or treating? I don't know if they do. I live in an apartment. You really don't want to be sending children into apartment buildings, and it's nah. They just that's a house thing. That's not an apartment thing. When I was a kid, I never trick or treated in apartment buildings. We always went to homes, not the rich houses. I never gave out candy. Pricks. Dusty Blue. I'm going to Westchester for an art party Sunday. I don't think it's near Frank though. Yeah. Hmm. I do know he's in Portchester, but I don't know if that's near Westchester, like how is it Jersey? New Brunswick is right by East Brunswick. Or don't take Ohio, for example, because like I'm in Sandusky, but then there's something called Upper Sandusky. I don't think I've ever been there because it's too far south. Like up from what? Are we doing like the ancient Egypt thing where Upper Egypt is in the south and Lower Egypt is in the north? That does not make sense. Oh, nice, Jenna. My daughter and grandkids are coming over on Sunday. Great. Chris, oh, I'm already retarded enough. Don't clone me, please. I'll don my helmet. Beware. Aw. Oh, Jenna, cold weather coming in on Monday. Ooh, that sucks. That does suck. What's the weather doing? Let's see, real quick. Okay, 21 right now. It was a high of 24. Ooh, that's not good. Like Tuesday, it's gonna be like 12 Celsius, so like let's say like 52, 53, somewhere around in there. Like that's cold enough to snow. It was cold enough in here for me to catch hypothermia with it being 74 degrees inside of a house. That's insane. John Rogers, yeah, that confused me when I moved here. Yeah, because I saw it on a map and it's like, wait, it's a paper map, so I'm like, huh? But I didn't look farther down to see if there's is there like a lower Sandusky in the south of the state, just to or like a mid Sandusky, just to confuse people. That's gotta suck for folks trying to get to Cedar Point. They're just in the middle of nowhere. I don't even know if they have lakes or streams out there. Like I don't know about this, guys. I don't see any roller coasters at all. I don't see any parking either. I don't know. And it's roughly very flat around here, so you can see. Oh, Lisa. Oh, wow. I get to visit with my son who's on his 2-week R&R from the North Slope. Whoa. Does he like climb like mountains? Like that's intense. Because it's like there's snow on those mountains. Why are there no hot mountains to climb? Why does it get so cold up there? There's no tropical mountains to climb, or maybe they're just not tall enough. I have not looked into that. Yeah, those mountain climbing stories are fun, but then they do get a little bit depressing because you're basically just reading about or listening to stories about folks that died. So you don't want to um like any of the characters too much because they might not make it to the end of the story. So it's like because I watch stuff, I marathon it, but after a few days you kind of gotta break it up. It just gets a little bit too cold and depressing. Oh, Chris is no, we've just been standing on our heads with the map upside down all these years. Didn't you know Lake Erie is southern Ohio? Yeah, we're doing Australian rules. We're gonna switch everything up and get the toilets to flush the other way around. Oh, nice. No, it's an oil field. Uh, Prudhoe Bay, perpetual winter. No, he's a supervisor for the pipeline. Nice. Yeah, yeah. I gotta keep them pipes flowing. Yeah, more power to him. I'm glad they gave him a 2 full weeks off. 2 weeks is a good chunk of time. It's half a month. Yeah, so it was a nice day. I'm not a outdoorsy person, but this would have been a day to I don't know what folks do outside. Honestly, it would have been if Frank was doing a show tonight, I honestly probably would have, considering the temperature, I might have gone up to Little Caesars to just get a pull pizza for me to smash because it's a holiday. And because I was 98 pounds this morning, I thought it was 99, but that's at 98. And I was like, well, that checks out. So great. Oh, is it like 3 weeks on, 2 weeks off? I hope they give them some kind of break like that. So that way I could have smashed a pizza at about 11 a.m. and then I would have, had it burned off for tomorrow. It's not like it would have put weight on me. And I wouldn't have had to even eat before, quite frankly. I think that's all I could have gotten away with in a day. And just went to the show. Oh, Jenna's asking, how many hours of streaming have you completed to get monetized? I do have to look at that again because it's something like 3,000 hours. It's 500 subscribers. I'm at 186 right now. You guys are awesome. 3 video uploads in the last 90 days, which obviously yes. And yeah, 3,000 public watch hours as of October 6th. I'm at 990 public watch hours, so I'm a third of the way there. Wow. Now that's just to that's just to get memberships, super chats, and have like the shop icon. I was watching a channel today, and like right in the where was that at? Right about there was this little shop icon. I'm like, get the fuck off of my screen. But to get monetized, I would have to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public watch hours. So at the rate I'm going, like, I don't see why. Okay, this channel has been going on since March 7th. So April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So that's 7 months. And I've almost got 1,000 public watch hours. That's intense. So I don't see why. Because I'm sure I'll think of other things to do between now and, next New Year's. So, like, within this year, like, I could conceivably get closer to that 4K views. The subscribers, though, that's the one. That's the one that I need to find a way to build up a little bit faster in a natural way. None of this artificial, like buying bots to subscribe to channels, or I don't go onto every social media platform I'm on and like beg people to like my channel. Like, I just started a YouTube channel, please subscribe so I can. I hate when people do that. Like, don't cry and beg and sit there with your hat out, playing your violin, asking for subs and views. And like, if people want to watch your stuff, they will. You can't force somebody to sit and watch a whole video. That's got to be their own free will. You can't force people to subscribe, because maybe they will subscribe out of pity and decide they don't like your content. So like those 50 subscribers you got 1 month, maybe 30 of them leave. So I would like to have it happen naturally. So I'm on my way. I'm definitely plugging away at it. And again, that's from the 6th. So that was how long ago? That was last year. So that was as of last Sunday. Yeah, so I mean, and that is usual. It is usually a few days behind. It doesn't show you your exact numbers on that page. And it's called the YT Studio, not YouTube Studio, just YT Studio. And then also, even I noticed on YouTube, I don't know if I brought this up before, but like the number of views for the channel, that doesn't exactly like update at 6 in the morning. It might be something like 10 o'clock a.m. And then like the number of views for the channel will bump up from what it was the day before. And that doesn't make or break anything, but I just have noticed that. And as far as numbers on YouTube goes, I'm at 67 videos. I'm excited to see what my 69th video will be. But now I did say that Gray Still Plays would be at 8 million subscribers on New Year's Day. Well, we still got a few more hours, but as it stands right now, he's at 7.98 million. So, I mean, give it to the end of the day. You can still call me a liar, but the fact that I do know I wasn't worried about him, but I was slightly for a minute. So the fact that I know that my dad survived that terrible hurricane is a fair trade-off to him having 8 million subs, and it's not like he's not going to hit that mark this month. So it's nothing on this channel lives or dies by it. I just thought that would happen, but I also thought my Dark Shadows video would get up to 2,000 views before New Year's Day, and it certainly did. So I didn't mention that to you guys, but I was right about half of those. Yeah, so I mean, you guys, I'm Jenna, Dusty. I'm on my way. YT sucks. It is, you gotta love it, and um, I mean, I work on this thing now, so I can't. Like all my music is here, my family's here, Frank is here. I really my movies here. Like years and years. I've had the account here since 2011, so I've got so much time put into it. Like the things I don't like about YouTube, I can deal with, like that reaction emoji. I get rid of that for you guys. I don't care if that's a detriment to my channel. I care more about you guys' eyes than certain aspects of success, and that's one of them. Beat Chip, yeah, pretty hard to get subscribers. High majority of YouTubers have bots. Yeah, could be. Dusty Blue, the fact that people with YouTube channels now have to watch what they speak about is so 1984 Orwellian speak. YouTube, when it started, was the Wild Wild West. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, you do have to mind what you say. Like in the chat room, I have to mind what I say because I just don't want to get Frank's channel in trouble. So it's less about me wanting to be offensive, and it's more about me not wanting to offend Frank's channel. I don't want him to get in trouble over something I said. So you do have to watch what you say, and then it was worse 4 years ago when there were certain viruses you could not mention by name. Jenna, I don't know if Gray knows about me. He did like one of my reactions to, I said something back to him about one of his tweets, and he did like that the other day. And like that might have been like the fourth or fifth tweet of mine that he's liked in the last 3 years. So I don't know. And if back when back when Twitter showed you likes, you could check to see because, okay, I get a like, but then I check all the other responses. Like, did they all get a like from him? And that is not the case. So it's not like he's just liking every single response to his tweets. So it's like they're automatically, I can tell that they're scheduled tweets, but then it's like about a day or so later he goes back through them, it seems like, and that's when you get the likes for comments. So that's happened like maybe 5 times. So like, but I would say officially no, out of almost 8 million subscribers, I don't think he knows specifically me. But again, I do want to, one day when I get this channel built up a little bit, maybe sometime this year, I just kind of reach out and just let the guy know how much he means to me. Because I do watch a lot of Gray. He gets me through the day before I get a chance to go to, quite frankly. So if I'm having a rough day and it's 10 a.m. and the show is not on until 7 p.m., what do I do in the meantime? I'll just watch a lot of Gray Still Plays. Oh, Dragon Sage, I got a great video of the Aurora last night. Yeah, I didn't know that was something I didn't know if I could see it here, and I don't know is it Northern Lights? I guess it's in the north. Whatever direction that is. I missed it. I don't know what time that was. I missed it. So I think all of these pictures people are showing are fake. No, I'm glad they got to see it. I've never seen Northern Lights outside of a video. Pardon me. Jenna, is there a reason why I don't say something catchy to him? I don't know what to say without getting terribly emotional. It's like I can say his catchphrases back to him. Sometimes that gets attention. The first thing he ever tweeted that I responded to that he liked was I'm sure I could find this because it was for April Fool, so it was April 1st, and he tweets, "Your mom and I are getting a divorce, April Fools." So I just said, "Can I live with you, Dad?" Properly capitalized. And then he liked that. The next day or the day after, something like that. I was like, "Oh my God!" So that happened. It couldn't have been too long ago. Maybe sometime within the last 4 years. It has not been that long. And then just occasionally, very, very rarely, I will comment on his tweets. But then more often than not, I will get likes on those. So I don't know if it's just a timing thing. Am I saying the right thing that just happens to be funny enough for him to like it? Um, and then I do not comment on any of his videos because sometimes I don't get to watch them right away, and I'm watching them on the TV. So then I would have to like break out the phone and just I'm thinking about getting into the comments of the videos to prove I was there, prove I existed. Haven't quite done that yet, but I do like the likes my some of my tweets. I like that we have a similar sense of humor. Jenny, yeah, life is too short to not tell him. Yeah, I know. Like, I do want to, like, this year, I'm thinking sometime around his birthday in February, I am going to do the join feature so I can watch all of the extra videos he's been uploading for the last few years. Like, I could go back, because he will mention in his videos, like, yeah, I'm on TikTok now. Yeah, I'm doing shorts now. Yeah, I'm doing but it's popular stuff. People do like it, so you got to go where the people are. Like, yeah, I'm doing shorts. I don't know why anybody would want to watch a video like this, but they love it. Oh, Patrick, how's it going? That's okay. You got here when you could. Just take your pants off and smash the like button, and Happy New Year to you, because for me, it's still October 11th for you there. I explained the midnight thing. Jenna, we look alike. You look like me, or you look like Gray? Because I do have features like similar to him. That's why my eyebrows are so sparse. He has the very sparse eyebrows. Anytime I get frustrated with my eyebrows, I just say I have my father's eyebrows out loud, and just let it go. It is what it is. I don't want to draw him in. I'd rather look like him. Frank will likely make some longer YouTube videos next week. Yeah, Frank was talking about he was trying to get the Jenna. Yeah, I could tell. Come on, man. We got the same cheekbones, we got the same lips. I've got a giant nose. We got the eyebrows, dark eyes, roughly oval face, roughly the same age. I want to know his birthday so bad. Oh, I can't think about it. It hurts too much. I just want to know his birthday. I don't want to guess. My cousin Kim in Houston, Texas, shared her view of the aurora last night. Dusty Blue was saying they could see it down in Texas. Damn. Next time there's going to be an aurora, tell me the day before and what time in Eastern time so I have a chance to look at it. I want to see the Northern Lights once. Just once. A beat chap just reminded me of the Simpsons cartoon April Fool's morning pranking joke episode. So hilarious, the good old days. Yep, classic Simpsons. Chris, we don't do pants or YouTube shorts. Yeah, just like I've probably watched 3 shorts in my life on purpose, and they were grays. And I think I was just looking at him to see what he does for the what like in the description area, because I know absolutely nothing about shorts. I'm still trying to get it together with mine because I tried to do like the hashtag thing. Jenna, yeah, it's like we could just, I just want to know, like, you don't have to tell me the year. It just the month. I know the month, but the fucking day, because I know I'm right about. I want to punch something so bad right now. I know I'm right about this. I know he's not near the cusp. I know he's not. Like, he's got air in his horoscope, but he's not on the cusp of Aquarius. Friggin' YouTube shorts. And I see why they are popular, because a lot of people are on their phone, watching it portrait mode. There was a time I did not have anything bigger than a phone, so I had to watch absolutely everything on it and go to Quite Frankly on it. So I understand that. But then I don't know if they are making shorts short, like, because I think of a short video, I'm thinking of a Vine. I'm not gonna click on a short that's 5 minutes long. That's a video. But there is, I am only interested in shorts just for the fact that he's a Pisces. He has said many times his birthday is in February. He has said many times he is a Pisces. But that's it. He has not alluded to a day in all of the videos I've watched and rewatched of his over the years. And as close as I have come to a year, kind of interferes with the information that somebody found. I didn't ask, but they just found some extra information about him. So either I don't want to call my dad a liar, but at the same time, sometimes you do have to not tell the truth on it publicly for, maybe it's for safety reasons. Maybe it's just he doesn't want people tracking him down. Maybe wants it to be a mystery. So there is that. So I can respect that from a performer's standpoint. I get that, but I'm looking at it from, like, I'm not gonna tell people. I can keep stuff to myself. I don't have to put everything I find out on blast. But just to know for my personal self, like, I did get to find out his name, and I will keep that to myself. I'm not going to dox somebody with almost 8 million subscribers. I would not do that to anybody I consider family. I would not do that to any of the Franklies. I wouldn't do it to Frank, any of his guests, at my parents, my brother, but none of that. I would not do that. That's not cool. Or if you are going to dox somebody, come up with totally fake information. Like, oh man, this guy's 80 years old. What the hell? And he's a Virgo. We said he was a Pisces. Oh, nice, Dragon Sage. He says I can see the moon and a couple stars. I might have to. I'm just interested in the shorts aspect for as far as getting the channel, monetized, because it does say, like, again, to get like membership, super chats, and the shopping feature, I would have to get the either 3,000 public watch hours or 3 million public shorts views. I don't know, because I do say some things in videos that I think are funny, but I don't know if other people will think they're funny. I'll try to clip those and see how they do. Checking the power. Pardon any lag. And then monetization is, yeah, 4,000 public watch hours for videos, or 10 million with an M public shorts views in the last 90 days. Yeah, 4,000 public watch hours in the last 365 days, or 10 million public shorts views in the last 90 days. That's intense. I think I would have to upload a lot more shorts to get it something like that, or be very entertaining. One or the other. And the damn brightness goes up. Because it's never going to be do the buy me coffee link. Buy me coffee. This coffee shaking. I didn't want my coffee shaking. There was long shorts and lives similar to shorts. Oh, Chris is saying. Oh, cool. I bitch slapped Satan. Yeah, how's it going? Got a good view of the moon in the south tonight. Bunch of stars and hazy though. Forgive me if I don't say hello to everybody. I'm getting into the thing that happens in the chat room where sometimes I won't say hi to people because I don't know if I'm thinking I've already said hi to them or if I'm thinking of a day before. Like I don't do it to be rude. I really don't. So like if you're ever in the quite frankly chat room, you guys know me. If I don't say hi, I mean like sometimes I do, miss a name here and there, but if 5 minutes go by and if I haven't said hi to you, you can tag me or, hey, Nikki M, whatever, and I'll see that so I can say hi to you. I'm not ignoring you. There's just so much going on. Think need 1,000 subscribers in order to ask for money. Yeah, you need the 1,000 subs to be considered for monetization. As far as this goes, unless there's some secret other way to do it that they just don't say, but that's what I in the back of my head. That's what I think. Like 1K subs, and I kind of just focus on this, like the 500 subs and the 3,000 views. But yeah, 1K, 4,000 views. Just at the rate I'm going, that's something I could reach. Maybe not this year, possibly next year, but I got to see how popular the things I do are. Oh, Dandy, how's it going? Back from the bar? Nice. I did sort of have the idea if I didn't have to work tomorrow, since it is New Year's Day and I really don't drink a lot anymore, but I could have gotten some champagne and just sat here and drank and slowly more drunk over the course of 2 hours. But then I would have been hungover for it tomorrow. I've got to do a Saturday show tomorrow, so that would not have flown at all. So that was out. Oh, Chris, damn. What's bad is having your identity stolen, and after the person sees your bank balance, they return your info, say sorry while giving you their own money. That's bad. Like, that's all you've got? Like, I'm sorry I robbed you. Here. Actually, you know what? I got like 50 bucks here, man. Take it too. Just, you've got it. You should be robbing people instead of me. Yeah, that's why, keep some of your money under the mattress. Yeah, we'll see. Everything will come together as it's supposed to. Like if I get merch, that'll come together. Anything like that. Since YouTube seems to like to push Dark Shadows, that leads me to believe my Dark Shadows content will do well. And then if I didn't mention here, I did notice the video I put out getting a lot of clicks, and it was June like 26th, 27th. Did not know what that was about, and then I found somewhere this other Dark Shadow stuff that I follow was like, yeah, so on this day in 1966, the show premiered. I'm like, oh, that's why, because it is on a lot of, it is a recommended video, a lot of places. So that is how it does its thing for me. And I'm glad it did. I bought that DVD box set for a special reason, and it's a very successful video. I'd get up and hug it, but I would have to, I don't want to have to move anything. That's kind of why there's no intermission. I don't want to have to take this down off of the door, just have to hang it back up, and you guys don't want to see me playing around with this sheet, so I can sit here for, I'm used to doing 2 hours, quite frankly, so it is old hat. Looking forward to that anniversary. I don't know what I'll do. I guess I can look now since it's this year now. And do you guys know when Thanksgiving is? Is that going to be the 21st or the 28th of November? Just because I'll have to go live that day because I'm sure Frank will be off to do stuff with his family. And I don't know if he's going to take like the Thursday and the Friday off. That's just me speculating. Don't take that as gospel. And then he's already said December 25th and 26th. It's a Wednesday and Thursday. He's off, so I will be on for those. And then I'm not sure what he's going to do for you guys' New Year's Day, whether he's going to be off, say, like I don't know how that's going to work out because the first day of January is a Wednesday, and Frank's usually on morning sickness mat the first Wednesday of the month. So I don't know if he's going to push that back another week. Again, I am getting ahead of myself. Okay, so my anniversary with the show will be Monday, January 6th. So I'm sure Frank will be doing a show that day. So we can celebrate that later that week. And then my birthday, January 18th, is a Saturday. I will be live for that because why not? What was I looking for? January. Yeah, it'll be fun. So I just any of that. I don't keep major holidays in my calendar. That's why I'm like, when are these holidays for? Yeah, Dandy, it's a Thursday. That's all I know. Dusty Blue said the 28th. Oh, cool. So November 28th. I won't put it in my calendar right now, but yeah, expect me to be on that day. We can, I don't know, talk about food and what we ate. Plan I would like to because I couldn't do it last year because I was still fucked up about my cat dying. But I would like to like go out for Thanksgiving. Like sometimes take a friend out to eat. But we'll see since I'll be working that day. It'll all work out. It'll all work out. I'm getting way too far ahead of myself. Oh, I bet Slap Satan likes my humor. Yeah, thank you. Oh, Dragon said, Sage says, I'm out chasing Comet Atlas. Very cool. Oh, what's up, Kara? How's it going? Happy New Year. That's what I'm thinking, Chris. Yeah, he said, I'm glad my birthday, I don't have to share Turkey Day until 2029. Yeah, he's got one of those folks whose birthday is usually on Thanksgiving, so that's varying degrees. I don't. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's you get presents and turkey the same day, or is it like no, we don't have time for birthday stuff. We're just gonna eat and go to sleep, and we're gonna celebrate your birthday day late. Comet watching. That does sound fun. Oh, Beach App, High Tech Computer Company Communications, HTC Android smartphones are now Google Android smartphones. Quality device models, though also very expensive. Yeah, Google is shit. Never buy a Google TV unless you want it. It's rather racist. You can't see black people on it, and then it makes lights too bright, and it keeps downloading apps you deleted the day before. Pure shit. Oh, cool, John Rogers. I am sorting my Halloween decorations. Just found them. Nice, nice. Oh, hell yeah. Dusty Blue talking about making my first soup of the fall season this weekend. Potato leek soup. Hell yeah. I will F up some potatoes. Jenna, I hear Tesla phone will be out soon. Yeah, you're just steady talking on your phone. It blows up. Very Kingsman Secret Service, I believe is the proper handle for that. Oh yeah, I do want to mention this is going to be going out in a tweet and a well, I usually put out a can't think of the word, a community post every Friday to let folks know what's going on. And I just did want to make sure I shared. Do I still have this? Yeah. Just the poll is still up for the movie we're gonna watch in October, and it's doing pretty well. What? Oh, sorry, sorry. That's not it. Okay. Copy and pasted the wrong thing. Here we go. Okay. Oh, gotta get rid of everything. after the question mark, including the question mark. That's some extra tracking information that just does not need to be in the link. Yeah, so right now we've got 81 people have voted on this so far. Holy shit, that's a lot of folks. For a channel with 186 subscribers, the fact that 81 people have answered this so far is huge. But right now we're sitting at Step Brothers with 12%, Death Becomes Her with 59%, The Island at 4%, and The Dark Crystal at 25%. So this will be up until, I mean, of course, it stays up forever, but I'm gonna officially cut it for tomorrow's show. So you have until 7 p.m. tomorrow to vote on this if you haven't already, or you can change your mind. I don't know if it lets you change your mind, but oh yeah, you can change your mind on a YouTube vote. So that's still up. Jenna, yeah, I do use an external camera. It was honestly, it was probably just the cheapest camera I could find on Amazon that got 60 FPS and did at least 180p. Um, I I could have one that has a higher definition, higher frame rate because I still see some. It's not annoying. It's not like 30 FPS, which some guests do have, and that's a little bit annoying. But I'm not hating on them for it. Just because I do move so fast, I want it to look more natural. So I am thinking about that. Plus, with my birthday coming up, I do end up getting myself something for my birthday every year. One year it was a literally just an extension plug. I might have got something else, but I know I got that too. So practical things. It doesn't have to be like silly stuff, like I don't know, perfume or just I got enough perfume. I barely wear it, but it just something channel related. I am thinking about that. It just like it sits. It's got the it can fold up so you can screw it onto a proper stand. It came with a stand that's just basically junk, so it just kind of rests on top of the laptop and plugs in. And if you bump that plug just a little bit, then I've got to start a new stream because the camera freezes. But it's okay. It's all I got that worked out. Because before my other videos, it's just the laptop camera, which is just 30 FPS. It really is the FPS that kind of makes or breaks it. Oh, nice, Chris. My birthday celebration entails usually a bong rip. Damn straight. Got a party on your birthday. I will be smoking out on the balcony after this. I consider the New Year's Day bigger than my birthday. My whole year revolves around today. It's when like I do say, I kind of look back on the last year and then look forward to what I want to be different for current year. And that is in astrology, they do tell you that for your birthday anyway, since you have your own, everybody has their own personal year. Yes, there's the New Year's Day, but for you yourself, it goes from your birthday till the next year. So that's when you should be, like thinking, what kind of person do I want to be this year? What did I do last year that I didn't like? What do I want to do this year that I do like? So, but instead of doing it for my birthday, I kind of do mostly do it this time of year. And then what does happen is, John Rogers, my rapping skeleton still works. Nice. I think I have mentioned before where when it gets around very close to February 10th, that's when I really do feel like just the barriers between like not just life and death, but just like the living and the other side feels almost paper thin, like you can see through it, like you can just almost touch it. So like right that is when I make serious decisions about the course of my life for another year from February 10th. So whereas, maybe October is like happier choices, February is more severe choices. Oh, Lisa, that's all right. Had to go outside to access a couple of trees that blew down. Oh, on the front driveway area. Damn it, chainsaw time. Waiting to see if more fall. Like, anybody else want to fall while I'm out here? I've got the chainsaw. If I gotta put it away, take it back out, I'm gonna be pissed. I know that's right. Gotta get out there like Bruce Campbell. It's groovy. Also got the original Karate Kid films installation. I need to watch those. Oh, here I use the free Stream Yard. This is Streamlabs, and I don't know it very well. I figured out how to get the audio. Well, it goes audio input capture, audio output capture, video capture, DEV, and I'm afraid to touch anything else because my very first broadcast had a border, and in getting rid of that border, fucked everything up. I had no audio, had to figure it out, so I've had it set this way ever since, and I've been afraid to touch it, but I would like to learn more about it. Because I know all those, like, stream is starting, intermission, all of those are animated. I can't look at those, so I can't use them. Okay. Oh, yeah. What's up, Arden? How's it going? Happy New Year to you. And actually, Wally got me yesterday. Yesterday when Frank was live, Wally told me Happy New Year, so he's great. Oh yeah, since we are in Libra, do we have any other Libra twins that are fans of the channel? Since we had our uh, Cancer and Leo birthday twins. And then, yeah, Chris is asking, anyone have a special movie you watch every Halloween? Mine is Rocky Horror Picture Show and Phantom of the Paradise. Okay, now I think I did find Rocky Horror Picture Show online. It's like if it's an hour and a half, I found it. So I do want to watch that because I've never seen it. I just know it for memes. Um, I haven't watched it in years, but a Halloween movie that I do like. I loved it back then, still love it. Instant classic, Nightmare Before Christmas. Love that film. You know what they do have? I've never seen this. Coraline. It's stop motion animation. I don't know the year, maybe 2009. I could be wrong about that. Don't quote me. I've never seen it. I've heard a lot about it, so I'm kind of interested in watching that because I understand it's, a little bit creepy and all this stuff. But creepy's okay. I can deal with creepy. Oh, cool. Dusty Blue's saying, I would go all the time to the local theater late night with friends as teens to Rocky Horror Picture Show movie. It started to use that excuse to stay out later than my curfew. Yep, yep, nice. I was at the movies. I can't. Oh, cool. Arden, it's talking about last Halloween. She watched The Exorcist. Whoa, like the one from 71. It's creepy. Like they re-released it in 2000, so I went to see it. And I wasn't, like scared to death running to church or anything like that, but it was, unnerving. And then I watched it again later as a more of an adult because I was like 18 back then. And then you kind of notice the non-religious undertones. Like this girl is not acting this way because of the devil. There might have been some sexual abuse that is just glossed over. Maybe it's just a product of its time. They don't bring it up. But yeah, it is. It's a good movie. Check it out. But it does have a lot going on under the skin. Jenna, Friday the 13th scared the crap out of me. LOL. Ugh. I have not seen Friday the 13th. I've seen a lot of the Nightmare on Elm Street, Robert Englund. Very good. I like the one where it was. I remember it's like every other one I like. So like the first one, the third one, the fifth one, and then I forget. But at one point, it's like these kids are in a nut house because they see Freddy in their dreams. So they get locked up, and he's like steady going after those folks. I remember I liked that one. The one with like the needle fingers, and he sticks them into the girl's arm, and then you see them all like depressed, and then yeah, just some good old fashioned 80s 90s horror. I turned out fine. I was that kind of kid. I like to be scared, like the Large Marge thing in Pee Wee's Big Adventure scared the shit out of me. But then there I was, like rewind it, and then you get on the couch, and you like hide. It's like, oh, it's scary. Rewind, you do it again. I don't know why. I cannot watch that as an adult. I would probably freak out. Like, it's coming up their shadow again. Tell them Large Marge sent you. Great film. I'm sure I brought this up before, but it's Hats Off Entertainment did a thing about Pee Wee Herman, like the man behind the bow tie. Just talking about the making of that film and the making of his last Pee Wee film. And there are shots in Pee Wee's Big Adventure that I remembered that Paul Rubens saw. Tim Burton's like, hey, I shot this footage, check it out. And Paul Rubens saw it and it just literally cried. It was just so beautiful. I think one of them is like Pee Wee gets dropped off and it's a giant semi truck, but as the truck pulls away it reveals like that dinosaur park behind him, and then he turns around and notices it. That excellent shot. Arden, I used to go to Rocky Horror, but when people started acting it out I dropped out. Yeah, that's not a film you just go to watch at the theater. It's like a full-on participation event. You're not going to be able to sit there and just eat popcorn and drink your soda for an hour and a half. No, you've got to get up out of your seat and join in. That's what I've heard. I mean, I can respect that, but at the same time, I have a bad back. Come on now. Unless you're giving me Percocet, I'm sitting down. This is going to hurt me later. Oh, Jenna, Friday the 13th, #1 is the best. Don't waste your time on the others. Okay, yeah, I'll just watch the one Friday the 13th. Cool. And like, I haven't seen any of the Halloweens. I've got nothing against the character. It's very interesting. I've got nothing against anybody in it. I just have not seen it. Dragon Sage, I don't watch horror. Real life is scary enough. Yeah, I don't watch horror movies to be scared. Titanic scared me. I went home and slept sitting up because I thought I was going to drown that night. That scared me. Angus McFadden scares me. So horror films don't scare me like that. Real life situations do. I get my horror other places. And horror films are so predictable. It's okay. They're going to have sex. They're going to get killed. The virgin's going to live. Gratuitous party scene. Phantasm 79 was the last true scary movie I watched. Nope, 2 anymore. Lisa saying, yep, all right. Phantasm, okay. I'll have to look out for that. Beach Chap talking about there's some horror YouTube video content as well, including You, Me, and Dupree redone as a horror movie. Look up Mrs. Doubtfire recut as a horror film. I know Frank's played it on the show, but it is on YouTube. You can look that up. It is so funny. Because it's all of those scenes from the film. It's nothing that was edited out of the film. It's just whatever's in the mainline film, re-edited, scary music. It's great. And that if you do like that film, you can find a great amount of footage that was filmed and just not used in the film. And like, there's one scene, it's Robin Williams talking to the daughter character, and I just broke down. Like I say, it's not why it's not in the film, because I'm bawling my eyes out. This is so good. Love that movie. Haven't seen it in years. Oh, nice. Chris is saying I have a Freddy glove on the wall and a Captain Spaulding figure on the wall and the Chucky doll on my desk next to my bed. I talked to Chucky. He's never responded, sadly. It would be creepy if he did. It's like, yeah, there's the Chucky doll just sitting in the middle of the bed. Nothing creepy about that. Time to move. Just buckets of holy water. Buckets of holy water. Call up Matt McCat's cousin, the priest. Oh, Patrick, yeah, The Hills Have Eyes. Oh, I saw that once when I was coming down off of, what did we do? Acid? Yeah. So about halfway through that film, I just boom, just this crash down. I was so sleepy, but my house was not far. I was at my buddy's house. I'm like, I gotta watch the end of this film and walk home. And that's a messed up film to see, probably as is, let alone high like that. I've never done acid other than that. I would, though. So yeah, I would watch it again. But it was definitely a different kind of film. It kind of, for me to still remember it, it did kind of mess me up. Not really mess me up, but there were some disturbing elements in it. Oh, Beach Chap, yeah, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory was also a horror film. Yeah, it kind of is a horror film on its own if you think about it. And I love like the dark series about like the OG Willy Wonka from the 70s. Let's not get into I did see the Johnny Depp one, and it does have its good moments. He does have his moments in it where he's just like, okay, this guy's messed up in the head, and then like the flashbacks with Christopher Lee and spoilers. But it is not, nothing is the Gene Wilder version. Nothing against Johnny Depp or Tim Burton, but you got it. It's a song called Pure Imagination. You know the song he sings. I like the one Dad's complaining and Willy Wonka's like, I'm sorry, but all questions must be submitted in writing. Okay, so now let's go. Such a smart ass. It was so good. The Australian movie Mad Max, also known as The Road Warrior, as a horror film, B-Chap is saying. Oh, okay, so I have not seen any of the Mad Maxes, but didn't they do one like with Charlize Theron not too long ago and people said it was good? I would watch the original first, don't get me wrong. Oh, B-Chap, yeah, I saw the Mrs. Doubtfire recut as a horror film as well. Cool, cool. Wow, John Rogers. The other day I watched my first horror movie when I was a kid. It was Black Sabbath from 1963. Huh. That's is that where the band got the name from then? I would assume. I doubt there was a rock metal band in 1963 doing that kind of music. Beat Chip, yeah, I like the Johnny Depp remake. It's like I would watch it again. It's not the worst film I've ever seen. It is kind of cute what they do, like with the family, the actual the kid's family and all that stuff. And like of course the style of art is very interesting. Of course, it's a Tim Burton film. Honestly, I really kind of am thinking about rewatching the Tim Burton Johnny Depp Dark Shadows film from 1919. Goodness God. Yeah, from 1912, the film they made about a TV show that wouldn't exist for another 50 years. No, from 2012. Just because I saw it once in the theater. I paid for the 3D. Was really only used in one scene. No spoilers. And I know it's nothing like the TV show. I'd seen the TV show before I saw the movie. But just to watch it again because it has been that long. And it does have some cameos in it. No spoilers. And Michelle Pfeiffer does a very good job with that character. If you were to take anybody from the film and compare them to the TV show, I would say that Michelle Pfeiffer's portrayal of her character is closest to the original. And I don't think that's insulting either lady at all. I don't think I'm out of line saying that at all. I mean, Michelle Pfeiffer is a good actress anyway. And she, I don't know if she was a fan of the series, but she sort of studied her, Joan Bennett's portrayal and just continued it. She does a very good job. It's not a big, loud, look at me character. It's a very dignified, lady. And she does pull that off very well. Nothing against the other characters. Nothing against Johnny Depp as Barnabas. Nothing against uh, Helena Bonham Carter. Because I always like her too. But they are they are playing, characters of the early 2000s. It's not too much like the other actors from the TV show. And I do not mean that in a bad way. It's just different. It does have its moments. It does have its cute moments I like. And it does have what's her name? Ava Green. She's always good. Anytime I've seen Ava Green in anything, I even saw her in a movie where she didn't even speak and she was good in that. The Ghost Puncher guy. Yeah, the Ghost Puncher guy. That guy's cool as hell. That guy sounds like a guy in a story I would hear in a creepy pasta. That guy's awesome. Yeah, fuck Ghost Adventures. If Travel Channel put on the Ghost Puncher, I'm there, dude. Chris is saying. Yeah, I used to get into Ghost Adventures years ago. I have not gone anywhere near that show in years. I don't know if they still do it. That Zach Bagans. Oh, Dandy, a creepy artwork in the book, Willy Wonka. I'd be interested in that. Since I know the guy who wrote the book hated the movie, so I wonder how much different the book is compared to the movie. Oh, John Rogers talking about Black Sabbath from '63 is on YouTube. All right, cool. That might have been where I've seen it before, because I just know it as a band. I didn't know it was anything. Well, the Black Sabbath. It just sounds like oh, somebody had a bad Sunday. Oh, Dusty Blue saying Rocky Horror with all the interactive antics was fun. As a teen, my retail boss had food fight family gathering, two teams, they got crazy. His nephew drove a mini bike with him on the back, spraying relatives with sour milk. Oh man. I wonder with something like Rocky Horror, okay, like they've got the film on YouTube, great. Do they have a version of the film where you can see the audience as well, so you can see what they're all getting up to while you got like the movie played up in the background? See, I need to see Grease. I have not seen. I didn't know they made a Grease too. John Rogers. I know a little bit about Grease. I'm not a John Travolta fan at all. That's probably why I have not watched it. But just learning about it from YouTubers, it just makes me interested in checking it out, just to see what all the hype's about. Oh wow, BChap talking about the TV series Malcolm in the Middle could also be classified as horror. Yeah, wasn't the mom just like a royal psycho on that show? Pardon me. I don't know why my nose gets itchy. It's not like I'm doing any powder or anything like that. I'm completely sober. I've got to be for these. I low key thought about, smoking out on the balcony for the show, but I don't know if what that's gonna do with my memory. Maybe another time. I do want to get enough information together so I won't be so forgetful the way I was the last time I smoked out on the balcony for a show. That was fun, but I just felt myself being extra forgetful. Oh, Dusty Blue, sweet. One year I sprayed him with whipped cream for his birthday and did not get fired. Good. He's got a good sense of humor. That's great. I like that. Oh, Patrick, Willy Wonka was written by Roald Dahl. It's Roald. You want to say Ronald, but there's no N. Who wrote a lot of quirky children's books. Oh, he wrote Matilda. I want to watch that too. I've heard so much about that. But he wrote Matilda and James and the Giant Peach. I do want to watch James and the Giant Peach. I wanted to watch it back in the day, just still have not all these years later. I do want to see that. And like Big Fish, I want to see that. Ugh, Chris talking about Zach Bagans. He's the Chris Angel of the Ghost Hunters. Ugh. So there's that. The Dwayne Johnson movie, Dwayne Johnson's son's movie, Let's Be Cops, is almost there as well. I've heard of that film. I mean, I just went to the theater a month ago, not a month ago, a week ago, last year. And I don't know of any other movies that are coming out because I don't look ahead till the next year until I get into it. So I couldn't even tell you. The only film I know of, wait, that's going to be coming out. Let me think. Hold on a second. I'm not doing the Amber Heard thing where I'm pretending to blow my nose. Not doing that. I would be too hyper. Because I have mentioned before, they are doing another mummy film with Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz. So I would go see that, but I don't think that's going to be done next year, meaning this year, meaning 2025. So I don't even, not even thinking about that. I like the movies. I don't mind that it costs twice as much now. I will pay for that. I'll pay for popcorn, but not soda, just because all that soda, again, it might just make my eyes swell up. Oh, yeah, yeah, take it easy, B-Chap. Have a good one. Movies are okay. Plus, if I went to the matinee, it was like $7.50. That's not terrible. Oh, Michelle Pfeiffer was in the Grease too. Oh well, damn. I'll have to watch the first one so I can watch the second one. Oh, Chris Six talking about the anniversary DVD of Rocky Horror does cuts to a huge house in a London theater. Oh wow. Oh no, Travolta in Grease too. John Rogers is saying, "All right, good, good, yeah." Lisa, yeah, I saw what you did there. Yeah, I just need to get something to paint something that looks like bruises on my face to give the illusion of cheekbones. But then I do have cheekbones, so I guess I'm more secure than a Hollywood actress. And I never used anybody's bed as a restroom. Right, Chris. You know you're a bad actress when I'm sitting there watching the trial and I'm like, damn, they should have cast a better. They should have casted better. This is terrible. Yeah, because we went over Amber Heard one day and I sat there and just scrolled through her filmography and it was stuff that I just haven't seen or maybe I saw and I just didn't realize that was her. Certainly not gonna sit through the Aquamans because she's in them. I don't have anything against Jason Momoa. I liked him as Khal Drogo. It's just weird to hear him speak English. Oh, Patrick saying that even Charles Dickens wrote about dark times in Victorian London. Yeah, ugh. Amber Turd. Dusty Blue is saying, yep, yep, that's her. That is not cool. That's kind of like again how we were talking about yesterday. Here's a successful guy, and some chick just wants to, get into his life and just turn everything upside down. But I'm glad it backfired on her. Oh, Chris, talking about Drive Angry was okay because Nicolas Cage. See, Nicolas Cage is fine by me. I know he does some sillier stuff, but he's okay. Like I've never seen him do a performance that was not. I mean, he is always acting. He's not phoning it in from what I've seen. So he's getting into it. Like we all saw Face Off. What was it? Is it Con Air? Yeah, Con Air. Yeah, that one was like that was good. It had some great side characters. I thought that sissy character and the wasn't John Malkovich in that? I swear that was him without looking it up. Yeah, Amber, the crappy actress. Lisa's saying, yeah, just I don't know. It is kind of none of my business why two people hook up with each other. So I'm not gonna sit here and say they shouldn't have gotten together. Maybe they were in love. Who knows? I wasn't there. I wasn't a fly on the wall, but we just see the aftermath of it and the however long that trial went on for. Chris said after that trial, every Amber Alert I got, I have to check my bed. Oh no, get a Amber Heard alert. She's in town. Fuck! Turn off the lights. Lock the doors. Keep her off the bed. Hide the cocaine. Just do it all before she gets here. Oh no, Lisa, I liked Moonstruck and that one where he's drinking himself to death, even though it was sad. That's what I've got to see, Moonstruck. I did recently watch Moonlighting. This is a film with Jeremy Irons, and I'm a huge fan of his. And like I'd heard of it for years, but just never watched it. It was on Tubi, And it's not a it's not a thriller, it's not an action film. It's just basically it's like 1981, 1982, and it's like him and three other guys, Polish guys, coming to London to work. Like their boss wants them to just strip this building and just make it pretty on the inside so he can rent it out, and he can use Polish workers cheaper than UK workers. So that's why he sends these guys over there. And it's Jeremy Irons is he does a good job. Like they taught him Polish. He's speaking with an accent, and he's the only one who knows English. So he's he's got all the passports. He's explaining stuff to the other guys, and he's taking care. He's basically their mother taking care of them because he's the only one who can do most of the stuff. But then there's kind of spoiling the film. There's upheaval in Poland, and then it's like he wants to keep it to himself. He doesn't want his workers upset. The whole thing falls apart. They don't get paid, all this stuff. And, his wife's back home. They all families back home. They're all worried about him. And, and it's just like him and the guys trying to get along and, oh, but why don't you go back to wherever the hell you came from, you commie Polish, like just hating on them because they're foreign. And everybody in town just kind of looking at them because they're not dressed as well. You can tell they're not from there, so they kind of getting glances from locals like, oh, these guys. It's a nice little film though. It is a nice little film, slow film, something to just chill out to. Again on Tubi. It couldn't have been too long. I want to say it's from the, I don't recall what year it came out, but it does take place in like 1982, and then the film came out maybe a late 80s, early 90s. But yeah, love Jeremy Irons. Yes. If you like Jeremy Irons, I forget the name of the episode, but he was only on one. Look for him on an episode of Law and Order SVU, and this was later on, so like season 9, 10, something like that. Very good. He's always very good, but he's just in this one role on this TV show, and like the other actress, I like her too. But oh, he was so good on that. He's good in everything. And if you really like Jeremy Irons, this is on YouTube. That show, Who Do You Think You Are, where they take a celebrity and they trace their roots back, find out where the family come from and what they got up to. Maybe they were criminals, maybe they had businesses, maybe they had a family and that family died and they had to start a new family, all these backstories. The one for him is very good because he does live in Ireland, and he's like, I swear I've got to have Irish blood in me. I just have to. I've been drawn to Ireland my whole life. Please tell me this is in there. And so you get to go on that journey, and it's like an hour long. And another one that is also very good, the Who Do You Think You Are, with Jeffrey Rush. I love Jeffrey Rush anyway, but check out the one with him. That's an adventure. And then also the Billy Connolly one. That is very much fun. Dragon's Age. I haven't been to the theater in years. Yeah. I was kind of stuck there for a minute there because it was 2019, and the last film I saw was Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, and I thought for a while that was going to be the last movie I ever saw in a theater, so that would be my story. Like, what's the last film you saw in a theater? It's like Star Wars. But thankfully, theaters reopened, and they got to see Avatar again with the James Horner score. Because he's not with us anymore. Oh, Chris, I was on the couch then, on the floor, thinking, fuck all this dust on the floor. Damn, I'm a lazy ass who don't vacuum. Uh, that was me the other day. I'm like, I've got to do some cleaning, got to do something. So I got like half the room vacuumed, and I'm like, well, I don't want to blow my back out on whatever day it was. So I just left it at that. I could have kept going. I didn't know that at the time. So it's like, now I just got to do the other half of the room. So I got most of it. Yeah, Patrick, that's right. Jeremy Irons married to Sinead Cusack. That's true. And then he has a couple of kids. I'm sure they're grown by now. Lisa, I can't even remember when I went to a theater either, decades ago. Oh, Patrick saying if you have a good VPN, 123 movies is good, and it's just like the numbers 123, then the word movies. It's all one word. Dusty Blue used to go a lot to the West Village for foreign slash documentary movies. These days it's lame. Yeah. Yeah, movies now, it's something, because I know they have a lot of things, streaming, but it's not streaming for free. So if I want to see something at all, then you go to the theater. It kind of depends on, like, if I could see better, it would depend on how much I want my back to hurt afterwards. Because look, that damn chair hurt. Damn, that was hurting for days afterwards. Like two. Jeez, it was only a 2 hour film. Maybe I got to bring like a pillow or something. I don't know. Maybe I was just sitting wrong, but it kind of it really depends what it is. If it's got an actor I really like, I would go see it. Or like I did want to do the Barbenheimer thing, which it's a meme that became a real life thing. Theaters were showing the Barbie film and Oppenheimer at the same theater. With the knowledge people were going to go see both. And the only reason I didn't go was because I would have been going by myself. Like, who can I share this with? Nobody. So what's the point? It wouldn't have been fun. And I would have driven to the theater in Crocker Park that has the lean back seats. Because if you're going to sit there watching, I mean, how long is Oppenheimer? Let's say it's 3 hours long, plus the Barbie movie, which might be 2 hours long. So if you're going to be sitting on your ass for plus previews, let's say 6 hours, then yeah, you're going to want to be comfy. Like feet up, leaning back, cup holder. Chris, Johnny had a mega pint of wine. Amber had a mega pint of cocaine. Sniffle, sniffle, lol. Right. Because, yeah, Johnny just likes to sit back and drink and smoke a little pot, doesn't he? He just kicks it. He's getting older, too. He's probably does not want to be out at the bar and the club and meeting people. He just wants to stay inside and live his life. And I think his daughter's acting now. I mean, I guess if you want to. I mean, if she's an adult, that's fine. It's creepy when minors are acting. Because what was it like the girl from Stranger Things, and she's like 11 or 12 years old, hanging out with some rapper guy, and oh, we're just best friends. I'm just best friends with this 12-year-old, and I'm an adult, at least in my 20s. I don't even know how old the guy was. Creepy as hell. Where are her parents? Like Elijah Wood was a child actor, as you know. Watch The Good Son. Has Macaulay Culkin in it as well. Great film. But Elijah Wood was not allowed to go to those Hollywood parties. His parents or his mom would not let him. She knew what was up. Arden, yeah, play guitars and drink whiskey. Yeah, just stay inside, just have a good time. Lisa Gray recently watched the movie Maudie, based on Nova Scotia artist Maud Lewis's life. It was good. Oh, okay. Maudie. Did you watch Big Eyes from 2014 about Margaret Keane? As Christoph Waltz in it. That's why I was there. I'm not gonna lie. I was in the theater watching that for him. But then it's got Amy Adams. She's always good. She is in an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Look out for that when you watch it on Tubi. Oh, yikes. Chris is saying about Johnny Depp. He has a closet full of weed, according to him, in trial. I'm like, hey, I have a small shelf of weed. Can you just share, brother? Like, how big of a closet? Like just like open the door closet, walk-in closet. There's like an entire door that's just, you got to push the number code and then it just opens up. You just get this huge smell of just, unsmoked marijuana hitting you, and you still got a contact high. Chris said, I wanted to smack Amber when she said all these old guys come around and play guitar. That's kicking it. That's a good time. That's free. That's a free show. Chris, yeah, like I know all those old guys that played guitar or that came over. I would love to hang with them. Yeah, and I'm sure it's all like big name celebrities and folks he's made friends with over the years. And she's just pissed off, painting fake. It's because I don't know if guys notice this stuff because they just don't have to wear makeup. But you can tell with Amber Heard, it's like she's got some like highlighter on the top here, so the light catches the top. I mean, like her face is completely flat. There is no cheekbone to speak of. But she still tries to act like there is one there. So it's like the highlighter on top and then some darker rouge underneath to just give the illusion that something sticks out there and there's nothing. Her face is just completely smooth. So, like, I don't have very large features. I have almost no chin, and I do have cheekbones. They're just, I don't know, kind of far away. I don't know if they pop out, but I do have them, and they would, show more if I didn't have this here. But I'm not like some psycho who's going to get surgery. So what she can do is either just get like the fat sucked out of her face here, or just dye it until maybe she can just hope one day cheekbones pop out. And I don't know her size or her weight or anything, but she could try that, but it would also be fitting if she never worked in Hollywood again. Holy shit, John Rogers, you're I saw talking about I can't even talk. My old part-time boss was on Buffy for one episode. Holy shit. Like do you remember like the episode or like his character or the year? I could kind of figure out the season. Because the show started in '97 and ran for 7 years, and like it ended in 2003. I didn't watch it until 2005, so it was after it had been a thing. Joe Perry, the guitarist for Aerosmith, being one of them. Jeff Beck, another one who went over to Johnny Depp's house. Dusty Blue, who remembers going to the planetarium as kids to sit in reclined chairs watching the movie of the celestial skies. Yet witnessed in real-time camping in OMO Desert, Ethiopia at night. Bucket list. Wow. Yeah, the planetarium seems like a place like, do they let adults in there or is it just for kids to go one time on a field trip? Chris, he didn't specify his closet side, at least his head weed. At least he had weed in it, though. Diddy's had lube, yeah. Crates and crates of tampered with lubricants. Oh, I bet Slap Satan grew up in NYC, or is that supposed to be NYC? Anyway, I used to go to the planetarium, neck brace instead of reclining chairs back in the day. Oh, that sucks. Oh man, it was so long since we went to the planetarium. Yeah, NYC. Yeah, I assumed, but I don't know if I was assuming incorrectly. That's cool. Kind of would like to go back. That would be a trip. I don't even know where the planetarium is. There's a home around here that has a dome on it that looks like it could be a planetarium. And I forget if I did say Frank was talking about he did want to try to get Jim Lee back on the show this Monday. Oh, Lisa, yeah, yeah, gotta go finish supper for that guy I let live with me. Yep, gotta take care of that guy. He must be pretty nice. Oh, John Rogers saying I was standing on a balcony at a party, and all I remember is he drove his car in the Start and Hutch movie. Jen, I just read that Q was AI generated. That makes sense. I think that was fake. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, just nothing to offer about the movies. That's fine. That's fine. That's why I say, like, with the movie thing, like, not everybody even watches movies, so I didn't know how far the idea for it would fly. Some people are just not interested. They just don't have the time. I'm not knocking anybody for it. It's just they're not their thing. That was a school field trip, but I am sure this stays for anyone. Oh, Dusty Blue saying, oh, Starsky and Hutch movie. Yeah, John Rogers. Yeah, my bad. I kind of thought that's what you meant, but again, I didn't want to assume incorrectly. Oh, Chris, if I sat in the seat, went back, and Jack Kevorkian said, good evening, sir, my butt cheeks looked clenched. Say, hey, Jack, you want to wait until this is over? Have you seen in Bruges? Quite funny. Brendan Glesson, Colin Farrell in Bruges. I've heard of that. Haven't seen it. In where have I even seen that at? I have seen that title before. Oh yeah, Jenna's saying, follow me to Dabu7 at 9 p.m. Fun chat. Yeah, she mentioned that before. I did stop over once. So the people in that chat room were very based. Yeah, Frank doesn't want to get Jim Lee back on because I think it was when Noor bin Laden was on. Jim Lee was possibly going to be a guest at the end of the show, but dude had a hella migraine, so it was just not happening. And that was like right before there was like hurricanes hitting, so it's like if we want to hear from you, make sure you're okay. But he was okay through the hurricanes, and he just had a migraine the one day, but he might be it possibly for Monday. It is sort of up in the air. Don't take that as gospel. Frank was just working at it. See, because he should be back on because people were concerned in the chat room about him and just to check in so everybody knows he is okay so they can see him. Put everybody at ease in case people are still worried about him. He's doing all right. You can follow Jim Lee on social media. He's got his Jim Lee, and he's also Climate Viewer on everywhere, but you know, Twitter. Jenna, I told Tim to take his mask out of retirement. LOL. I'll have to check out that film. And oh yeah, I didn't check the notifications, but nothing chimed off. So good. Well, I'm glad Frank's enjoying himself then. If he didn't go live, a lot of I wasn't the only one. People when Frank goes live earlier in the day, people in the chat room, including myself, are like, "Are you gonna go live tonight? Are you gonna do a show tonight, Frank? Are you gonna do this? Are you gonna do that? When are you gonna get Bigfoot on the show, Frank?" I'm stoked. Great Friday night entertainment for sorcerers. Oh, Dragon Sage. Yeah, cool. Dusty Blue. Yeah, saying I'm glad Jim is okay. North Carolina got hit bad in areas with hurricanes. Yeah. Yeah, Jim is he's in South Carolina because I was worried about that too because I was second guessing myself. I'm like, wait, north, south? I think it's south. But after that show, I was like, I really got to say something. So I just DM'd him real quick, like, are you okay? Did the storm come up your way? And he's like, nah, they might have just barely gotten any rain. So as far as Helene goes for Milton, Milton's is way farther south. So he's. It's just a false alarm whenever anybody drops a short, you get a notification as if it was a video. Hide this notification. I do not watch. Well, Frank even admitted all of his shorts are AI generated, so I don't even know how it knows where to cut that information at. So it's nothing against Frank. It's just something against shorts. And again, if I do get into shorts more, I'll have to watch a few. Yeah, that's it. Sumter, North Carolina. He's in one of the Carolinas. Oh, Moon Bunny, how's it going? Happy New Year. Listening while driving. Hi, everyone. You have a safe drive. Dragon Sage, I'm uploading my hunting for Atlas video tomorrow. Cool. Oh, I'm glad we all got through last year together. Hell of a year. No idea I was going to be a YouTuber. I had a completely different job, a completely different mindset, different people physically in my life that are not here, and then new people in my life, and more families this year, both in real life and YouTube. By YouTube, I mean the Quite Frankly chat room, because we all know each other. It's been so long. As far as folks currently, I know Arden said she's been coming around since about 2016. And I know there are people who have been around longer, don't get me wrong, but as far as like folks that come here who are also Franklies, she may be the oldest one that I know of. The oldest, frankly, not chronological age. We're all of a certain age. Jenna, yeah, people come and go. It's true. As far as like Franklies go, if they're in the chat room a lot, then I never see them again. I just think, hey, they just have a different lifestyle, different job. They had to move. They still watch the show. They're still alive, even though it's been years. Holy shit, Arden! It was Wally that told her about Frank's show. Wow, that's incredible. Jenna, I was watching when he had around 32K subs. Whoa. That was a minute ago. I wish I could remember how many subs he had when I started watching, Quite Frankly, specifically, because I know it was summertime 2016. Like maybe like June, something like that, June, July, because I'd left one job, started another job, and then at that other job, that's when I started going to. Zadalza was not being a regular thing, but Quite Frankly was. It's like, well, let me go over here, and there were a lot of the same folks. Dragon's Age, I think I found Frank in 2019. That's a good time. John Rogers, I missed some of the old ones from when I started watching. Yeah, same. Oh, Dusty Blue. Well, Capricorn and Pluto retrograde, final time to reflect on past and shed release to bring in new beginnings as Pluto enters Aquarius end of November. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. I'm glad I'm looking back and looking forward at this time of year then. Jenny, yeah, we celebrated when he hit 1,000 viewers. Oh, that's a big deal. The reason why we have a balcony that wraps around is because on YouTube we had 6,000 viewers one day. 6K. That's the most. It's never going to happen again because that was before the divorce, but that's how we got the balcony the size to where it is now. So the balcony, Quite Frankly, can officially hold 6,000 people. That's why it's so big. To just get the scale of it inside, in your head. That's it. And then plus there's a hot tub out there, so it's huge. Yeah, John, yeah, that's spamming that. Yeah, Justy Blue Sam, I'm living my she's saying, so you're living your astrology, Nikki. It seems cool beans. Yeah, it's one of the things I've been into astrology since 1996, so it's been almost 30 years, and everything comes through a filter of astrology. That's why I'm so big on not knowing my dad's birthday. That's why it kills me so bad. I remember people's signs more than I will remember their face, their name, where I know them from, whether or not I like them, anything like that. I will remember, like Shadow Scoundrel. I'd forgotten his name for a couple of years there, but I know he's a Virgo. I remember how tall he is. He's 7'3", and he's a Virgo, like something like September 4th. Patrick saying, what happened to Herc? I think he still posts on YouTube. I'm not sure if he still watches the show, if he catches it in another room, if he has to catch it after the fact. Starting next week, I will find out when I visit all the chat rooms. So if people are regulars anywhere, I will come across them. If they have the same handle, that's the scary part. I might be talking to people I know, but they have a different handle. So it's like being in a room full of strangers. Yeah, 7'3" because he said it, and I'm like, 7 foot? He's like, no, 7'3". I'm like all at once? Yeah. So he's got 2 feet on me. I don't understand. Like, what is up there? But yeah, Jenna's gonna take off. She's got a show starting up. Well, not her show. She goes to another show. That Dabu 7 with the base folks in the comments. Oh, Kara saying, yeah, Kirk still makes videos sometimes. Oh, good. He's still alive out there somewhere. So yeah, smash the like button if you haven't already. So glad I got to see you guys today. It's the most important day of my year. It is great we'll be able to spend my birthday together, but the fact we get today together, there was no, quite frankly, but we got to come here. That would not have been a reality last year. So we have it this year. We have a lot more going on for us than we did last year. I think so. And if we all, like take a moment to appreciate each other more, to be grateful for each other, I think we'll have an even better year than we had last year, because we've been through a lot and it's not going to end anytime soon. But if we stay together, if we got each other's back, if we show up to the shows, quite frankly, and here, it'll keep everybody's spirits up and we'll get through it. Oh, Arden saying Kirk sends emails every day. Okay, well, good. Yeah, so he is still alive out there. Yeah. Jenna, good night. Thanks for the chat. Yeah, thank you guys too. Thanks for showing up. Remember to vote in the poll for a film, and we'll announce that tomorrow so we know what to watch for the end of the month. And always support all of your favorite content creators. Like the videos. Make sure you're subscribed with all notifications on. And share the shows if you're so inclined. Oh, Dusty Blue, thanks, Nikki. Good night, everyone. Yeah, thank you, too. I guess you can leave your pants on the floor. You'll be right back here tomorrow. You can leave your drinks. Nobody's going to slip anything into them. Nobody's going to smoke out on the balcony and leave you high and dry, so you can leave your paraphernalia around. Yeah, John Rogers, you too. Have a great night. Everybody get some good sleep. Have a good meal. Gonna have a good smoke out on the balcony, and just appreciate that I got out of last year intact. And I think, like, despite any of the bad that I had to go through, we came out on the other side of it in a better place. At least that's how I feel about it. Like, yes, there is still stuff going bad, but it's generally on the upswing. That's how it feels. Oh, you're welcome, Dragon Sage. Thank you. Yeah, so look after yourselves. And we'll do something similar this time tomorrow. Glad you guys got to see the aurora. And, of course, keep all the folks affected by the hurricanes in your thoughts, in your prayers. If you can help out, please do. And if you can't, again, just keep your spirits up. Be just kind of shake off some of the negativity, and other people will see that and help them get through. It doesn't sound like much. It doesn't sound like much. It doesn't sound like anything one person can make a difference with, but it does. Just that little bit spiders out, and other people pick up on the good vibes, because people don't want to be miserable. They think they do. They've just been conditioned to. People just want to be happy. They want to get along. They want to be friendly. Yeah. Cheers, Patrick. So happy I got to see you guys today. One way or another, we got our 2 hours in. So keep fighting the good fight. And Happy New Year to all of you guys. I guess you can start thinking about your New Year's resolutions now, so you'll have it ready for January. Yeah, I do love all you guys. You guys are like celebrities to me. If I met any of you guys, I would freak out. So don't take it personally if I start crying or acting weird if we meet. Good night, everyone. Until next time.